Wednesday Night Hoops. Arizona off to its best start ever at 20-0. Ranked number 1 for the 8th straight week. Visit an improved Stanford team. The Cardinal has history on its side as well, having twice beaten Arizona when the Wildcats were number 1. Stanford right now 4-3, winners of 4 of 5. Arizona 7-0 and has the most road wins in the Pac-12 since 2010. Hi everybody, with Hall of Famer Bill Walton, I'm Dave Pash, and Bill, both teams facing a little pressure for different reasons. Arizona, obviously, number 1 in the country, hard to keep winning, 20 straight wins. And for Stanford, maybe the biggest game in the Johnny Dawkins era.
Dave, with the California drought, the Wildcats have come here for an early harvest. And their focus has to be on the discipline and the determination to remain this country's best team, which they've been from the outset. Stanford, on the other hand, they got a totally different team. They got 2 new additions, key players, and they're playing fantastic ball. So Johnny Dawkins' team haven't made the tournament in his entire stay here. They've got a golden opportunity here in the Golden State because this is really a special game tonight. The one-on-one story for Arizona. Keep on keeping on. And they have been able to do that because they're one of the best rebounding teams in the country. They're huge across the front line, and they just keep pounding that glass. For Stanford to get it done tonight, their depth will be challenged. Foul trouble will be a huge issue, as will injury.
Pavilion, where the number 1 team in the nation, Arizona, 20-0, trails Stanford at halftime, 31-30. On hand for tonight's matchup, Andre Iguodala, Golden State Warrior and former Arizona Wildcat, of course, Lute Olson, Hall of Fame coach.
And his wife, Kelly.
Jim Plunkett and his wife, Jerry. Condoleezza Rice. And also John Arriaga, real estate mogul here in town.
Who just gave $151 million, John did, to Stanford University. Thank you, John, for your support.
A lot of luminaries here, including Bill Walton's been smiling since Sunday of 1978. Bill, that first half, Stanford played well defensively, but it wasn't a perfect half. More turnovers than assists, and Dwight Powell, their best player, only played 9 minutes. So what do you want to see from Stanford to close this out and win the game?
I want to see more skill. I want to see more discipline. This was a game in the first half of effort. Everybody just grinding and pushing and elbowing and fighting. Too much fouling. When the game gets to that point, start running, start moving. Just face it, give the ball up. Don't try to dribble too much. Just get on the move. This is a beautiful game of ballet and position and dance, and these guys are all skilled. Don't turn it into a slugfest.
Last home win for Stanford was against Arizona back in 1988. In fact, 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining.
The point guard that Sean Miller always wanted. Little T.J. McConnell comes in and changes everything. Much the way that the guy from Syracuse, your school, Tyler Ennis, right? Yeah, from Canada. How cool is that?
All right, Bill, give me something to look for here for each team here in the final 2:44.
Offense. You win the championship, you win these big games by who can score when you're up against it. It's easy to play when you're hot. But what happens when you're struggling, grinding it out? You got to be able to give the ball to somebody who creates. And not just for yourself, but create for somebody else. And that's what T.J. McConnell's been able to do.